Good morning, this is Apex Brotherhood. I am Evan Bourne and still waking up this morning. Sorry I'm a bit late. Right, yesterday I was looking at my stats panels for my trades and my bots that I've got running. We saw yesterday that I took a big hit on German 40 on the DEX. That ended up being, I think it was around about 35 quid, something like that, all in all. I took 4 losses back to back, and I turned it off after that. I didn't want to see any more losses. So this morning, let's hope we can sort of turn that around. As you can see, or as you can't see at the minute, because that banner's in the way, I'm actually in a trade. See if I can pull it up. I'm in 3 actually. I'm in 3 trades. One is US 50, and I've got 2 in AUD USD. They're both sells. I know in Australian dollar it's quite bullish at the minute, but it seems to be having a pullback. I'll have a look at that in a minute and show you what's on that. But this has been open since yesterday, so this has been open all night. The US 500 trade. The bot didn't necessarily take any more trades yesterday because they're on the higher time frame, and they're still pretty much doing the same thing. So until things change, and nothing else is going to change, they're not actually going to take a trade until something does change, really. If it's going to go, it's going to go higher. I'm never going to get into a sell unless I actually take a position manually, which I've done on AUD USD this morning. UK 100. You see everything's just the same on the higher time frames. This is the one we're in now. You can see that there's a sell just actually opening up. I don't know whether to cut my loss, which I am. I'm not in deep loss. It's only a couple of quid at the minute. Risk's still down here. I could cut it, or I could think that this is just going to come down, hit the resistance, and then carry back up again. So we'll just see how that sort of plays out for now. I'm not in too much of a rush to get out of this trade because it's got bullish momentum anyway. So there's no point in getting into a short just to get back into a long again. So that's that. I have got the bot still running on the German 40. Changed time frame, which actually looks a little bit better. But yet that's still in a sell, and I reckon that it'll probably carry on in a sell after it's just had a little pullback, quite possibly. It's got a lower low, so we're probably maybe going to come down and equal this low before bouncing back up. If not, it could be somewhere around about here. So we'd have like a bounce for once, twice, 3 times. So it could come back down here and then carry on going down or carry on going up. No one knows. So you just have to wait for the price action to show its own hand. All we can do is jump in and hope for the best. Isn't that right? So, gold yesterday. Caught one of these legs yesterday. So I got some of my money back from the German 40 loss. Live streamed that on the Discord. There was kind of a raz, which I actually got into but got out of this. Made a little bit extra. I want to convinced on the price action. I didn't think that it would even get so high, so I was out way before it even got up here. And it would have been good to got in this morning on this sell, but apparently the bot didn't like it for some reason and didn't actually enter me into this trade. So yeah, I don't know why it did that or didn't do that, because it's only 125 pips, which the bot has tolerance. There you go. That's probably why, because the bot ain't got the tolerance for the pip, or spread was more than what I'm allowing. So there's two reasons why the bot wouldn't have got into a trade. Now all I have to do is look in the settings a bit later on and find out why that didn't happen, and adjust the tolerance accordingly. So the bot would have got in. Otherwise, I would have been in this since 5 to 2 this morning, and I'd still be in it now. And that would have been quite a good gold trade. I did get my money back from the losses that I accumulated yesterday on the German 40. They were mainly due to manual trading. Like I said, I was trading gold in the Discord yesterday and captured quite a good leg that I actually broadcast live. And let's move on to the ones that we've got. So we've just looked to see US 500 kind of coming down and registering a sell, but at the minute it's sandwiched between support and resistance. So I'm not really bothered about this at the minute. It's not really moving much. It could end up just going back up, because like I said, we are long term, we are bullish. Look at that bull run. So we are bullish. We've bounced a few times off support. No wait, yep. Resistance. Support, resistance. Support. Yeah, support. So we bounced off support. We've come up, we've created a new support and resistance zone. We are bouncing in between there. And it could just come back down, just to retest the resistance, the support area, sorry. And break through to a higher high. And again, we've just been looking at the gold chart. Again, I wish that it had got in on this gold trade. I'm going to have to do the settings on this Sentinel bot. They've got to be set individually to whatever you're trading. So you can see that I'm actually got multiple pairs open on US 500 and other ones. Crude oil was the same. I was testing something out yesterday, which I've actually entered into a trade using it, which was these bottom ones here. They're in slight profit, and that is on AUD USD, and that's this bot that I've tweaked slightly. So if I show you that it's actually paper trading itself, because it says paper TP1, paper entry, paper stop, paper TP2. It's actually fake trading itself, because I haven't actually turned on the live trading. It's having a little pullback at the minute. This is on the 3 hour, so this is on the 3 hour time frame. Could lose, so we just gotta sit there and see what happens, let it play out. I've got two two open positions on here. They're kind of staggered. I woke up this morning, I was just going through the time frames and realised that I'd actually got a sell, and it had actually taken the paper trade on the 3 hour. I kind of did a little lower time frame fight with it yesterday. So it was man vs bot, where I would have took a manual trade. The bot was refusing to take a trade. Unfortunately, the bot won because it just turned around and went straight to stop loss. Like I said, we are in an uptrend on AUD USD. Got to stop spending late nights doing these bots. But as you can see, there's the markers. I can it's got the report of it's in the sell, so it knows that the mode's on, it's balanced, knows paper's active, it's in a paper sell, entries all marked out, TPs are all marked out, the zone brains and everything like that. It's got a little bit of intelligence. It's not actually as good as the Sentinel, as in trade analysis and stuff. So we're working on that. We're expanding it, but this is almost complete as well. So what you can do is you can turn support and resistance on. You'd see it a little bit better if the paper trading markers were a little bit more staggered, but we'll work on that. And it's got its own fib, which it enters in via, and as well as market conditions. So you can have an automatic fib, go straight to the chart. As you can see, it auto hooks up to the chart and gives you its analysis. So if you're a fib trader, you don't even need to let it paper trade or anything. You can just turn on the fib. And there it is. It's all marked up. It will self-adjust as price goes on, and I can see that it's going sort of in drawdown slightly. So, like I said, this is the 3 hour time frame, so we could actually come back up here just to turn back around and come back down, or we may not even get back. We may not even get back to this point. Just maybe a premature sell signal, or it may come down just to the 50, or even bounce off the 618. So that's that. So I turned it all off just so I can turn it all back on and show you that it's got two buttons. One's the fib and one's the support and resistance. So we're between the support and resistance. We've just had a rejection from the resistance area. The rejection came. It closed below. It closed below structure, so it triggered the sell ready, and it entered the trade. So if this was a proper manual trade, the bot would have taken it. I took it twice. I upped my stake size on the second entry, just because I thought, because we're on a higher time frame, it's may got more of a possibility of playing out. Who knows? So I just upped the stake size on one of them, which is this one down here. So this is going for just less than 20 quid. This one is not at the right place at the minute. Or is it? No. This one's just going for just over 3 quid. And we'll let that play out. It's going back into profit. 3 hour candle. We've got 3 hours to wait, and there's 1 hour left. So 2 hours, it's just been bobbing up and down. Which, watching one candle for 3 hours isn't kind of exciting, but this is trading. The most best thing you can do is actually make trading boring, instead of kind of being exciting and then just losing all your money. So you've got to stay grounded, enter the trades that you think you would have entered anyway. So I based this on support and resistance, and I added the fib in between because I know some people like using the fib. So this is a bot that's almost ready to go. The conditions are at the side. I don't know if you can read them on your screens. It's looking pretty alright on my monitor, and I'm just reading what it's actually saying now. So the bearish rejection was confirmed, and that was the candle before this one. So a 3-hour candle, as you can see, it came up, hit resistance, started chopping around for a fair few hours after that. Note these are the 3-hour candles, so each candle is 3 hours long. So this was overnight. I woke up this morning, saw the rejection wick, saw that it had actually decided that that was good enough for entry, placed the entry, and I just got in just pretty much at the nick of time as I was scanning the time frames. So I got in. Prices come down to here, this level, and we're just letting this play out now to see whether it's this is the level that it was prepared to go down and no further, or whether it's actually going to come back, hit support, and then bounce back up, or even go any lower. So this keeps bobbing in and out of profit. But that's this one. This one's the Rebel Trader Pro Sniper with the Zone engine built in. I will be tweaking this one a little bit. There's just a couple of things that need adding and turning on within it. It's got 3 modes. It's got this paper trading mod, which actually just paper trades, and it just displays the buy-sell zones, the entry, and displays the reasons why that it actually entered the trade. It's got semi-automatic mode, so it will actually give you a more detailed description on your entries, place the buy and sell markers itself, and then pop up a button for you to execute the trade yourself if you're comfortable with what you're reading from the bot. And it's got fully automatic, and on fully automatic it is what it is. It will actually just wait for a trade setup, whether it's long or short. As soon as the entry conditions are actually met, it will actually execute the trade itself. So this is what I was working on yesterday, also while I was trading gold live on the Discord channel. I was working on this as well, because you've got to do something while your trades are playing out. So to keep my mind busy, I started making this, and I kind of got some progress with this, really. Building the bots and everything that I've started doing. I've kind of got the knack of not making the same mistakes as I do when I first started creating these bots. So I get to build these a little bit faster. This one has got to this point pretty much in one day. But like you can see that the fib, you can turn it on and off if you want to clean a screen, and the support and resistance. And then once everything's in the trade, you can actually turn them both off. So you've got a cleaner screen, and you can see the trade playing out. As you can see, we're back into profit, which is always a good thing. And again, I can only just keep reiterating that we're just waiting for this one to play out. If there's anything anyone wants me to look in the markets, stick it in chat and we'll have a look while this is playing out. Because I went out yesterday, I wasn't watching some of my trades. I just put them on and let them play out. You can see that the RR box isn't perfect. All I've done is just place it there as a as a visual guide. It's not actually marking out my trade to a T, shall we say. It's just there as a visual aid, and I'm hoping that it actually plays out, and that this trade does actually play out. And then I'm going to turn the semi-automatic mode on. Once the semi-automatic mode's on, I can judge it a little bit better. I can wait for the next paper trade to actually come out, watch the button appear, probably test it and actually take the trade via the semi-automatic, and then it's just one more test, which is the fully automatic. Is move it onto a lower time frame, watch it fire, and see what happens. This is basically for a higher time frame. Most of my bots are for higher time frames, because the likelihood of the trade actually playing out is a lot higher than a lower time frame, shall we say. It's just scalping on a lower time frame. I can see some people in the chat. Will Davis is in. Good morning, Will. Good morning, Will. Hope you're alright this morning. I'm slowly waking up. It's going to take me at least 5 of these to actually get woke up. I made that just before we came on air this morning, and I should have got it a little bit sooner. We have Sigma FX. So we got Scott in this morning. How are you, Scott? I was going to say something that just totally went out of my head then. Totally went out of my head. Yeah, you're going to be on this week, I think. Talking about the 100 to 1,000 challenge. I'm not in that account yet. I haven't traded that. I've been a little bit busy. So I'm falling behind. So I'm giving you the chance to sort of get there way before me, until I get one of these bots sorted, and then I'll let the bot just like that, and see if the bot can overtake what position you're at the minute. So good morning to you, mate. Will Davis, I'll see you live in the Discord after this. You will see me trading live in the Discord after this. This is just the market open. There's the rest of the trading day to come. We spend the rest of the trading day in the Discord, talking about the trades that we're taking. And if you want to join us there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and get yourself in the Discord. The links are in the description below. There you're going to find loads of stuff. There's loads to actually mention. There's fitness. There's clothing ranges, brands. There's trading. There's the whiskey lounge. You can go and just chill with anyone that you're chatting to in the chat. You can show your trades off. You can show your trade setups off, your entries, your sniper entries, your actual full trades, and everything like that. Talk about your trading, or just talk about life in general. And it's great there. It's a great community. So get yourself in the Discord, and I'll be trading there live shortly after I've finished this, where I'll be showing the rest of this trade off, because I'm sure I'm going to be in there quite a while, as well as being in this trade for quite a while, with it being a 3-hour candle. And we have a question. What do I think about AUD USD? Do you mean long, short, or what do I think about it in general? I don't have any sort of opinions within the pairs themselves, if that's what you mean. As in for long or short, I think overall we are definitely bullish. We could have a pullback. We have gone above previous highs, but this is why I've made this bot with the fib, because everyone likes well, not everyone, but some people like fib trading because it gives you an indication on how deep the pullback's going to be. Some trade it back and don't even take the longs until they've had a 50% retracement on the fib, and then they'll start going long again. So I'm trying to take advantage of both. So I'm trying to take advantage of the longs and the pullbacks and get in on some of the pullbacks, just to get in on the continuation of the actual momentum of the direction that it's in. And at the minute you can see that we've had a big bull run, slight consolidation around this area. Man, it's been quite big consolidation on here. You could have had some pretty good moves, pretty good sort of money out of this area with the moves that it's actually making. So as in for what do I think of it? I think that it moves when it actually does move, but in a wider general opinion, we've kind of been in a range, and it's been in this area. Let's not include the bottom of that one, but it's been kind of in a range in this area for quite some time. So now what I'm thinking is if it does actually break this resistance area, that we are actually going to carry up and go a lot further up, or we could break it, come back, retest it, only to go back up even higher. Or because we know the markets can suddenly just change, it could break above, come straight back down, come up, retest it, and then come and reclaim these lower lows again, or come back and have any other point. But I don't reckon it'd probably go any lower than this. If it was to come back, I can't see it coming back really, to be honest with you. I think that it's going to carry on being bullish, and then wind up 3 weeks later, and then I'm talking about why it's come back down here. But no, I think it's going to be bullish. But we've got to break this. We've got to break this area first. Probably come back, retest it, and only to go back to the higher side. But yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen on any pair, especially these days, and especially oil and gold and everything like that. They're quite volatile, especially when Trump's speaking. So yeah, good seeing you this morning. Thanks for joining us. If you're not already, get yourself in the Discord. The links are in the description. Scott is nice one, Evan. I'm heading out. Join you tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Awesome advice there, buddy. And I love the little thumbs up, the belt and the shades. Awesome little touch. So yeah, this is AUD USD for today. I'm stuck on the three hour time frame. So for now, we're just letting that one play out. Crude oil. I could hook it up onto crude oil. Give me a second while I do that. So crude on the 1 hour has just passed the resistance, so it's broke it. So we could be going even higher on oil. Which, if I was back in that trade that I was talking about yesterday with Elliot, I'd be doing quite well. But I got out of that trade. Took the profit and got out of that trade. Like I said, I got a back-to-back 4 loss count on German 40, which seems to have still affected me today, along with the tiredness. But other than that, we'll wake up and we'll get on with the trading for today. And there it is. Fib Auto connects to the areas that is needed to be connected to. So we broke this. If we go on an higher time frame, we can see that the bot is telling us that it's in the zone. It's actually triggered. It knows that it's in here and it's waiting for a bearish rejection. Once it reaches the bearish rejection point, which will be another candle coming down with a wick. This is on the 2 hour. Let's go a bit lower. So we could actually catch this a little bit earlier, providing that we do actually get the bearish rejection on a lower time frame. So it does seem like this resistance area is active for crude oil, and that's on the 9 minute. We are rejecting it on the lower time frames. 6, 5. There you go. The 5 minutes starting to reject it. Needs a positive rejection. Once that actually happens, it'll trigger another paper trade while I'm watching it. If I entered the paper trade, like I have done on AUD USD, we just have to see what sort of win rate this bot actually produces, which I am noticing that I don't actually have a counter for that. No, don't actually have a counter for that. So what I'm going to do is going to add that one. I'm going to add that in a bit later. I don't have a back test on this, neither. Which I kind of start liking the back tests that I've been putting on the bots recently. They don't actually mean that you're going to actually get what the back test is displaying, but you do get a rough idea of what it's done previously. So you could expect something that's at least half possible for what the backtest result shows. But automated trading systems, they are well, they're kind of predictable because they're mechanical. You've got them set mechanical. If you've not got it set right, it's just going to execute trades, and this is what I didn't really want to do with this one. I didn't want it firing at every fib level or anything like that. So I've got it I've got it restrained pretty well. Its hands are not behind its back. It has got some tolerance. I've not necessarily locked it down. It did actually beat me yesterday on a trade. It ignored that I would have took. So if it was man versus bot, bot won. This was last night. So while I was developing it, I saw it not take a trade, and I'm thinking, why aren't you taking a trade? I would have taken that one. It's kind of bounced off resistance. It's showing signs of bearish momentum, but that wasn't good enough for the actual bot. Was showing signs of bearish momentum. It has to have it, which is the difference between a human decision and a automated bot decision. It has to have it, where a human has got the discretion to actually override, let's say, a better judgment, and think, yeah, I would get into this, because I'd get into this if this was a bearish rejection, where the bot still may not actually trigger a paper trade, because it might not be the conditions that are actually it wants or it's looking for. But once they are met, you can see that the paper trade does actually trigger, because we're in that on AUD USD. But overall, I think AUD USD is possibly still going to carry on being a long. It's had some good momentum at the minute, so a pullback ain't generally off the cards. We've got 1 minute 22 left in this candle, so what I'm going to do is going to leave it on here and just see if it will actually trigger, providing that this candle is a little bit bigger and it don't go the other way, which it looks like it could do. But the levels are all set out for the TPs and everything like that. I need to add the second confirmation trigger, because it's 2 conditions within one. I haven't got the second one active yet. I'm still working on it. The brains for it are already in there, but the trigger is not there yet. It's not being activated, so it won't display anything on that. So it's not that it's 2 bots within one. I'm not claiming that I've got 2 bots in one, although you could actually split it up like that. It's got 2 entry conditions. One is on the support and resistance, and the other one is on the fib levels. The fib levels are not active yet, even though they're displayed. But I meant the trigger for the actual trades and everything like that. They're not activated yet. They just need a little bit more working out. There you go. There's a paper trade. So actually conditions were met. Shall we actually enter this one? So let's take a trade. Let's put the stop there. Should we go for TP1 or TP2? Come on. We'll go for TP1. And if it gets there in rapid succession, we'll move to TP2. And if it gets there in rapid succession, I will trail my stop loss. We could actually see that, yeah, TP, if we take these off, TP1 is here. So we're about 54 to 55 pips. TP2, 100, 110. And where did, I took it off. Wait. Support. Let's take it from, yeah, so that's 110. And this 165, 166, 165 pips. And you could actually claim that as TP3 if you wanted to. It's only actually opened 2, which it does, doesn't it? Yeah, I added the third. I think I was using the third as a runner. And I don't think that I've opened this one up neither. So let's see what happens. It's bobbing up and down in profit. Kind of same as AUD USD. This is on a lower time frame, so it's probably going to get there maybe a little bit faster. I didn't design it for actual lower time frames, because as you can see that it's acted on a pullback, but yet we've got bullish momentum and it's in a bullish direction. So what all we're doing is trying to trade a pullback and then it'll probably get into a long through the momentum and carry on going through. So we may get the best of both worlds, and we may get into 2 trades off this. Hopefully they're both winning. The bots will lose. All bots lose. All humans lose. The only winner at the end of the day is the actual market. That doesn't care what you are or who you are. It's still going to take your money. All you've got to do is just check your trades, include your risk, and get out at the point of where you're actually making profit. It's pretty much the only way to try and beat the market. To be honest with you, when people are saying that this strategy will beat the market, no one's going to beat the market. House will always win, regardless of what sort of lucky streak that you're actually on. So at the minute this bot's trading, it'll be better when it's trading £100,000 account or something. At the minute it's not trading high value account, so it needs a little bit more tweaking on here, prove itself a little bit first before it actually gets placed on one. Once it actually proves itself and the development is finalised on this, then it's probably going to be trustworthy of a higher account. Until then, we've just got to let these trades play out. Which, this is exciting. You'll have to let us know what trading style that you actually trade. Anything like that. Is it the same as this? Do you use the fib? Do you use support and resistance? How did you start trading? Because I ain't got a clue how I got into Forex. I was crypto trading to start with. How I got into Forex, I haven't got a clue. I can't remember. It wasn't that long ago neither. It was either through a video, through a friend, or through a recommendation, or even a question. Do you actually trade Forex while you're trading crypto? And it was like, probably, what's Forex? And then I probably got told, had a look at it and thought, this is interesting, let's see if we can do this. But at the minute, we're testing out these bots to see if we can get one of 2 systems working in our favour. Normally the bots are within my system. I don't use the fib. So I did a bit of research last night and based this around the research that I actually did discover yesterday about it. It seems to be alright. Seems to be working. It's one of the faster bots that I've actually managed to put together. So we'll see what happens. I can just see it reacting from the EMA now. Kind of hope that if it actually breaks these EMAs, it's looking like it could go a bit further to the downside. So we may get to hopefully come down and test the 50% mark on the fib, which would actually take us out at TP1. So we'd get TP1 out of this trade anyway. All the rest of them are in drawdown, but not by much. So it's decision time, really. This is the London Open again, and the London Open seems to be in indecision mode at the minute. So we have to wait until a bias is chosen by some of the main players, and hope that we're already in that decision before them, and then we can ride the momentum of of the market move. But other than that, it does look like it's coming down. Just need it to come down and try and take this 50% or even bounce off it. Which I may even, if it takes TP1, bounces off the 50% retracement, I may even go for a long and then ride the long up, because that's also quite bullish, at least on the 5 minute it is. So there could be two trades in one coming out here. So we just got to wait. Now we're in the trades, all we got to do is let it play out. I know this one's in profit, and hopefully it'll stay there. Hopefully it'll take the rest of the trades with it. I'm in sells. So 1, 2, 3. I'm in 3 sells and 1 buy. Yeah, I'm in 3 sells and 1 buy, and they're all hovering roughly around break even, and that's not a bad place to be honest with you. It's better than bit deep drawdown and going straight to stop loss, because I've done that a few times. Place to trade, pretty much not identical to this, but pretty much like this. I've thought that it's been the time when I should be selling, so I've jumped in the trade. I've jumped the gun, jumped in the trade on the next candle, only to see that actually turn bullish and then rip straight through my stop loss. I've done that a few times. I think most people will do in the trading times. When I look back now, I think that it's quite funny, because all I'd have had to have done was wait 5-10 minutes more to actually have found out whether that was going to be the right decision to make or not. So waiting wasn't my forte in trading when I first began. It kind of still in at the minute. I kind of still get bored. I still kind of try and fight the edge to just try and jump the gun. But as you can see now, this is bouncing on the it's bouncing on the EMA. Now I'm in this split decision whether this is actually going to go any lower, or whether it's going to do something like that and go crazy and just go straight to stop loss. As you can see, it's come down pretty much close to this AMA. I need it to come down to around about the 50 and bounce from the 50. That would have taken us out at TP1, and it would give me an opportunity to actually go long as well. So as long as we're within this area, we've got a long opportunity, as long as we see a reversal. If we get it, otherwise it's this is the reversal with this big 5 minute bullish candle that's just coming out. If it is stop loss, it's stop loss. There's no necessarily we can do about it. The trade met our conditions that we've actually got in the bot. If it was an automated system, it would have took the trade regardless. It wouldn't have got to the conditions where it would have fired and then gone, maybe we shouldn't do this. It would have actually fired, so not wrong taking the trade on the paper trade. It was just that the market's got a different idea on the direction that it actually wants to go overall. So as you can see at the minute, we're in drawdown. Pretty much on all trades, but this is the London Open. It's probably going to stay like this for a while, maybe a couple of hours, maybe until decisions made. Could be within the next few minutes. You never know. You never know where the market is just going to either tank or spike or get some news. We've got some news this week, so if you're trading, keep an eye on the news. That does affect the market conditions. Whether you trade the news or not, it does affect the market conditions. So just be prepared for the news this week. And all I've got to do now is just wait, especially on this AUD. That started to go the other way. So we are trying to counter trade. We are in a bullish momentum. This could have already been the retest for it to come back up. I thought that it would at least have used TP1 as a resistance, a support area, sorry, just to bounce back off if it was to pull back. So even though we might not have got TP2, at least we may have got TP3. Might not want to know that. Might actually want to come back and test the support area, the resistance area again, sorry, before coming back down. Anything's possible, especially in these markets. So all we can do is just enter when we get our signals, and leave it to the trading gods. So it's down to them now on whether we're actually gonna go straight to stop loss, or at least try and take some in TP1 instead of TP2. As soon as we hit TP1, I'm going to move to just over break even, maybe around about here, and then see what the market does after that. Whether it actually comes down its TP1, uses TP1 as some sort of support line, just to carry on going bullish. That's kind of fine to me, because I'll have got TP1, then I'll move to just over break even. So as it's actually making its mind up to go to the higher side, I will have actually made something out of that slight move in the market, and I may even counter that as well and join in on the bullish action and see how far that one gets before that one starts reversing. So at the minute, I don't have the patience to trade the weekly or anything like that, which I might actually give it a go with one trade. I'll trade the weekly and see if we can actually stay in. See if we can actually stay in the trade for 6 months or something. So I might give that a go, see how that works out. I might use a different account for that, because once you enter, you might as well just close the account and I'll see you in 6 months. So I might actually do that. Use one of my accounts as a swing trade and start trading the weekly or even the daily time frame. Because even if you're in the trading the daily time frame, you're going to be in for quite some time. So until that happens, all I can do is just wait until these play out. I'm going to turn it into the Discord. I'm going to take this into the Discord, take this one into the Discord, and see how they play out. This one is playing out very slowly. I don't even think I want that there. So let me just take that off for now. Bit distracting. So now we're in these trades. All I'm going to do is let these play out, and I'm going to take this into the Discord. So with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And I will see you in the Discord. If I don't see you in the Discord, I will see you tomorrow.